It's week 1 of the NFL, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Hello everyone and welcome to the start of another NFL season, joined by Charles Davis in the booth. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, it's always great to begin another year. It's especially great when you get to see a couple of division rivals square off right out of the gate, and that's what we're going to see here in the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
And I know people get tired of it sometimes because we always zero in on the quarterback position, but I don't think we can avoid it here with these two teams in the AFC South. How about in Indianapolis? Matt Ryan, now their quarterback. Can he get them on a postseason run? Because he's the team's 6th Week 1 starter in 6 seasons, and Indy hasn't won its opener since 2013. And Houston, Deshaun Watson officially gone. Davis Mills took over last year. Can he improve on a 4-13 record? I like his chances.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series. And at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
In a storied career that has spanned 14 seasons and nearly 60,000 yards through the air, we're seeing a brand new chapter for Matt Ryan this year. With Atlanta in a rebuild, Ryan was dealt to Indianapolis, who is their 6th Week 1 quarterback in 6 seasons. One of the most decorated quarterbacks still active. This move will keep Ryan on a contender as he chases his first career Super Bowl title.
The opening play, here's Ryan. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. It's Ryan. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run here with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Taylor. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. This is Hines. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision.
This is unbelievable.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. 2nd-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
I think when we really analyze the 2021 NFL season, Houston Texans quarterback Davis Mills, he deserves a lot more credit than he got for leading a bad team last season. Circumstances led the 3rd-round rookie to being thrown in as the team starter, and he really came on after some early struggles. 4 300-yard games from him. He led Houston to a big upset of the Chargers that helped keep L.A. out of the playoffs.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. On play action, Mills toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That time the right guard sending him backward.
Different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold it.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
And that's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Still first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Ryan. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the handoff, Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play going nowhere thanks to Ross Blacklock. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On the draw is Taylor. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try. Blankenship's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll put the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Mills now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Rolling to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Ryan to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ford. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
59, ready.
He finds his man complete. It's Ford. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Ryan. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ford. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 69 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. To throw is Ryan. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third and goal, Ryan. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to support.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Houston set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start with the option, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mills going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 16. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2nd and 6. Mills to the air again. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Jordan. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Mills to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this 1st half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 31, Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A 1st down throw for Mills. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This to the outside for Mack. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Mack. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run up the middle with Mack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Eluding the pressure right. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still third down.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And now out comes Houston. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mills. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Throwing, Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. They'll go with Mack here up the middle. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looking to throw is Mills. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Fourth down, Mills. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
and both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it'll be Mack. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Marlon Mack, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Hines. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now it's Ryan. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot. Fourth down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on second down. Mills. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box?
Now the ball comes loose. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Houston set to take over. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th. Its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Following the fumble recovery, Mills. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
This will be caught at about the 3.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Marlon Mack,
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Texans use the short field to get in for 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Colts. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
To throw for it is Ryan. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down throw from Mills. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Mills.
Got a man. It's Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Mills to throw for it on fourth.
Throw complete there. Rodgers.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a dump off here complete, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Mills again.
This will be caught by Brown.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 34-yard line. Mills to throw it.
Trying to improvise.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
From the 30 on second down, Mills. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Mills now.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now Mills on fourth down.
Throwing the out route incomplete.
It's Jordan. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They run again with Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. This is Hines. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Colts, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.